And we start off on the Labour front, where growing calls for an overhaul of SSNIT's board and leadership have emerged as Labour intensifies its confrontation with government over the sale of shares in 4 hotels, declaring an indefinite strike aimed at shutting the nation down. The Trades Union Congress, TUC, and other Labour groups have expressed their discontent with government's handling of the sale, particularly the 60% stake intended for Rock City Hotel, owned by Minister of Agriculture, Brian Champon. Rock City has pulled out of the process, and SSNIT has subsequently terminated the sale. Despite this, Labour maintains this stance. Here's President of NAGRAT, Angel Kabonu, on Newsfile a while ago.
Strike actions are taken as the last resort when all other civil means fail. We tried to engage. We raised our voices in the media. We met in the presidency. Half promises were made and violated. At the end of the day, we reached the cul-de-sac and we were faced with an impenetrable wall. And the only way we can go through is to declare a strike action as declared yesterday. I have had discussion with leadership just a few minutes ago. We indicated that from what I see, that statement has not been signed. We have not seen the signature of the board chair of SSNIT. If you have the signed one, something, I stand corrected. But with what we saw, there was no sign, or it was not signed. So we have some little apprehension with regards to that. But if it is authentic, it will really play a very vital role in the decision that we are going to take by the close of day or tomorrow. As for the Brother Champo part, we were not taking that into consideration like we are taking into consideration the announcement by SSNIT, because Brother Champo is just one of those who applied to purchase the hotel. Assuming SSNIT does not take a decision to abrogate the sale, then with the withdrawal of Brother Champo, another person just gets into line. Don't forget, the former chairman of the New Patriotic Party came on air and said that they even gave a higher bid and they were denied. So
you're talking about Freddie Blay and what he had to say about his son.
Absolutely. So if we are not too careful, if it's only the withdrawal of Brother Champo, then Freddie Blay can quickly just get himself into line. So the most important thing here is just to authenticate the announcement of SSNIT that they have abrogated their intention to sell, and that we can move forward with revamping those hotels.
Well, meanwhile, Imani's Kofi Bentil insists on SSNIT's leadership. The private legal practitioner believes that is the only way workers can have power and control over their pensions.
These are the people who have sat down, blocked their ears, and have basically risked this whole country to the point where, you see what you're talking about, we are going to get a gridlock. I hope the organized labor takes the victory. This is a great victory. We've tried it. I mean, everything works in a continuum. So I believe going to court was useful at the time. Now we've gone, we didn't get it, so they've been on the street. Take the victory. Let's try, and like you're saying, not risk our fragile economy anymore. But the people who caused this are the Director General of SSNIT, all those people at MPRA who passed this thing, the people who blocked their ears, went to Parliament and wanted to run roughshod over the people. You don't want a situation where people get to the point where they feel nothing will be done when we talk. We have to get onto the streets because anything can happen when that stuff is happening. And by the way, there's a lot of perverse law going on in SSNIT, apart from mismanagement. And please, Angel Kabonu, for the past 10 years or so, we've been going back and forth in SSNIT. I promise you that I'm still dedicated to that cause. The law, as I read it, tells me that SSNIT belongs to workers, not the government. What you have to do as organized labor is to get the proper wherewithal to have that thing changed. The government has been appointing the board, the majority of the board of SSNIT and management. That is wrong. That is wrong. We don't have the time here for me to explain it to you, but read trust law, read the SSNIT law. It should not be like that. In the past, it used to be like that, and that's why government has controlled it. I'm saying this to connect to what you asked. What should happen? There should be a total overhauling of SSNIT. And I think it starts from the people there who should not be there, who are also not doing a good job. Please, let them move off, and let's get some calm, and let's re-engineer this whole sector.
Well, still on this, National Communications Director of the NDC, Sami Jainfi, also wants the board dissolved.
The termination of this agenda to sell these SSNIT hotels is victory for the people of this country, particularly labor. But that victory, in my humble opinion, is totally meaningless and useless until and unless it is linked to the total dismissal of all those who directly or indirectly had a role to play in this attempted robbery. And I agree with you, this must start with the Minister for Employment and Labor, Ignatius Bafuwa. I mean, the impunity, the lack of respect for the concerns of the workers of this country. To think that he actually had the audacity to go to our representatives in Parliament and tell them that the MPRA, who a few weeks ago told us that they had directed the suspension of this thinking deal, has now had a change of mind and has given the deal a clean bill of health, shows that this minister is not fit to be where he is. He must go. The Director General of SSNIT must go. His position is no longer untenable because he cannot be a trustee. This is not somebody who is alive to his fiduciary duties to the workers of this country. He is not fit to be there. That entire SSNIT board, including the representatives of organized labor on that board, must be dissolved because they were all there when this deal was going on.
I've heard other leaders of organized labor within institutions say that they must be recalled because they have not represented their interests.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely. Because they were there not to represent their interests, but to represent the interests of workers. And they have failed woefully to do so. And they must also go. But more importantly, the regulator. In fact, that is the greatest disappointment in this matter. The regulator that we had some confidence in, that at least they will stand up for what is right.
Well, we'll stay a while longer on the labour front. The Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana, CLOSAG, has called off a strike following the government's agreement to implement a revised salary structure starting in October. The resolution is expected to bring much-needed relief to public sector workers and ensure essential government services. My colleague Samuel Kojo has details of the statement and joins me via Zoom. Kojo, what more can you tell us about this particular statement?
Ma'am, so we are aware there was a meeting between government and the Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana, CLOSAG, on the 12th of July. Now, according to a statement from CLOSAG, it says the party showed commitment towards the resolution of pertinent issues relating to the salary structure for the staff of civil service and local government service. Now, it goes ahead to say that the government acknowledged and committed itself to the memorandum of understanding signed on the 19th of January 2022 and gave an assurance that the process of finalization of the salary structure would be completed by 31st of October this year and be implemented with effect from 1st January 2025. It says on the basis of the above, CLOSAG has agreed to call off the strike with immediate effect, and consequently, the strike in relation to the salary structure is thereby or hereby called off. So that's the statement from CLOSAG.
Thank you very much, Kojo Brace. We move away from there now to Tema Community 5, where aggrieved residents around Pram and surrounding communities are demanding that resumption of rehabilitation work on the 17-kilometer Tema to Pram Junction Road is reconvened. The residents are also asking government to provide a new timeline for the completion of the work. There's more in the following report.
The angry resident, clad in red and holding placards with various inscriptions at the Kpom barrier, protesting the delay in rehabilitating and expanding the 17-kilometer stretch from Tema motorway roundabout to Miocho. President Akufo-Addo initiated the upgrade on October 25, 2020. 4 years after the upgrade work was commissioned, residents say little progress has been made. They insist the delay causes gridlocks.
We, the residents from Bombaria, all the way through to Dowenya, Pram, all the way to Chopoli. For 4 years now, the government came and cut sword to do our road, but it looks like it's come to a halt, and it's become a problem for us. Because honestly, the last 2 years, we are not seeing what the contractor is doing. And we ask questions and we are not getting answers. And we want government to tell us what exactly is going on. The contractor must come back on site. Otherwise, they must tell us. We are ready to demonstrate. This is not going to be the last one. This is just the first one. People's lives are in danger. A former MP died on this road because they couldn't get her to the hospital. And we cannot continue this way. Some of us, including me, we have stopped work in Accra just because of the traffic. A lot of women have done that just to trade for their children. And so we are demanding that government should come and tell us something. In fact, they should come back to the road.
I have a spinal issue as I'm talking to you right now. Because if I get out from my house and then I want to even go visit Tema, it takes me like 2 hours to reach Tema. You know, the situation is just terrible.
There was a time my daughter fell ill, and it was so bad. So bad to the sense that driving from Dowenya to General Hospital, my brother, it was so bad. So the traffic on this road is so bad to the sense that we don't understand. And what even makes me annoyed is that when they are coming, they would take a convoy and this motorcade to be in front of them. We are taxpayers. We also can do that, but we see that it is not right. So they are not more human than we.
Now it is midday and the road is congested, vehicles moving at a snail's pace. This man tells me how the never-ending hold-up is affecting his finances and his children's education.
This road on education, it's equally affecting some of us, our finances, because there are equally good schools in Tema, which we could send our wards there. But because of the traffic and the health of the child, I think the child has to wake up at 4, dress, take the breakfast at 5, rush to Tema to send him to school. After they close at 3, be in traffic, get home at 6. So just imagine a child wakes up at 5, gets to school at 6, come home at 6, so 6 to 6.
The expansion project was scheduled for completion in December 2023. When the news team visited the offices of the construction firm working on the road, officials declined to comment.
Offices are opened, but as to why the contractor is not working, we cannot tell. Reporting from the offices of the BHM Construction Limited here in Kpom, my name is Carlos Caloni for Joy News.
The Ghana Hydrological Authority and the UK Centre for Ecology and Hydrology have signed a memorandum of understanding to improve flood control by addressing some challenges in Ghana. There's more in the following report.
The partnership will leverage advanced modeling techniques to predict and manage the impact of floods and drought. By enhancing preparedness and risk reduction strategies, the partnership aims to mitigate the devastating effects of these natural disasters on communities across Ghana. It will also focus on other key areas to bolster Ghana's hydrological capabilities, including catchment monitoring and observation systems, climate resilience and adaptation, capacity building and information sharing, as well as policy and decision-making. CEO of Ghana Hydrological Authority, Dr. John Kisi, highlighted the importance of this collaboration for the nation's efforts to manage water resources and mitigate the impact of flooding and drought.
Oh, it means a lot. The UKCH has been in this business for a very long time. They have made a lot of impact globally. There's a lot of technology that they have access to that we don't. There's a lot of research knowledge that they have that we don't. And so this partnership is going to help build our capacity to enable us, access, cutting-edge technology to support the work that we do in Ghana. Whereas government is investing so much money building new drains, expanding existing ones, dredging and desilting channels and all of that. If we do all of that and we still continue to, put rubbish and solid waste in our drains, the every capacity that we are able to deliver by construction will be taken up by this solid waste, and so we will still have flooding. People, if they continue to put in wetlands, they are displacing large volumes of water, and this will end up in our homes. We'll still get flooding. If people are encroaching on drainage buffers, we'll still have flooding. So we need people to complement the efforts of Ghana, of the government, to help alleviate or mitigate the flooding challenge that we have. Behavioral change is essential. We can do all the engineering work. If we don't change our behavior, we'll still have flooding.
For the UK Centre for Ecology and Hydrology, the partnership offers the chance to apply their research in a practical context, gain insight from diverse environment, and contribute to global water resource management and climate adaptation efforts. Dr. Stuart Wainwright is the CEO.
We've been lucky enough to already have a deep partnership with Hydro, going back quite some years. Both Ghana and the UK, sadly, are affected by floods and droughts regularly. And it's incredibly important that both our nations and nations around the world have got to be able to plan even better for these events, drawing into account climate change or changing technologies or changes in urbanisation. All of these are having a huge impact. We've also got to be ready to deal with them when they happen. Now, for operational agencies like Hydro or the Environment Agency in the UK, it's absolutely critical that they've got science and data both to inform their forward planning but also their operational responses. And that's what this MOU is all about. It's going to enable both nations to share their data, their science, their technical skills, and ultimately, if we can do that, we can make our planning and our responses better and save lives.
There is newfound hope for a 17-year-old physically challenged teenager who dropped out of school after falling off a staircase and breaking her hands in the process. The incident forced him out of the classroom, dashing his hopes of becoming an artist and a car designer. Jeremiah is today returning to the classroom thanks to the Center for Disability Entrepreneurship and Public Policy for securing him a scholarship. Irene Dubia-Eni has more in the following report.
I want to also go back to school because I want to improve my dreams and becoming an artist and a car designer. I really want to be a car designer because I love cars.
Jeremiah's dreams of becoming an artist and a car designer has been rekindled. 3 years ago, he slipped and broke his hands in school, forcing him to drop out. Today, he makes a return to the classroom to pursue his dreams. Thanks to the Center for Disability Entrepreneurship and Public Policy, Jeremiah was awarded a full scholarship at the Isustem Robotic Academy. As he journeys to school for the first time, Jeremiah is confident of turning the lemons life has thrown at him into lemonades.
I feel very happy. When I hear that I'm coming to this place, I was very nervous and I was thinking that I'm going to be rejected. But when I came here, I saw how they welcome me with open hands, and I can say that some things I don't know, I will know here. I will learn it here. Expect the best. I will try my best to do well in studies and all. You join any has really done a lot of things for me, and I am really grateful. Because of that, I will not disappoint you. Thank you very much. It's like I'm already in my dream already.
Nyamanyale magblu. Nyamanyale magblu. Egba nyamanyale kolelenya. Nyamanya gbogbo budem. Nya ko magblu imba ma hu na yira me. Ye ma hu na yira do pa ha. Ba le yo khomi de ma. Mi akpo jijeje nwi son.
Founder of the Center for Disability Entrepreneurship and Public Policy, Andrew Okaikwe, reiterated his commitment to ensuring that Jeremiah realizes his innate potential.
I believe Jeremiah will go places. We are going to be with him through thick and thin. We are not expecting anything thick or anything thick, but we want a smooth journey. And we'll be with him at all levels, and I believe he will excel. I've seen the little that I've seen here is very impressive, and I believe Jeremiah will go a long way.
Founder of Isustem Robotic Academy, David Esubedu-Boateng, indicated the school is disability friendly and is well equipped to assist Jeremiah in achieving his goals.
I was very, very impressed about his creativity that he's already doing, and I believe that with Coach Ray doing a very good mentoring with him, he will definitely be able to realize his dreams. And we are opening our doors for Jeremiah. We're currently giving him more like an indefinite scholarship. But we just wanted to track 1 year. That's why we made the letter a year. But it's more like an indefinite scholarship.
Jeremiah's coach, Raymond Intri, promised to train and support him in the realization of his goals.
I have seen and watched his video, and I was proud and very happy to know he has the passion for the art already. I am actually inspired by him, so I would like to say anyone in his situation can use him as an example. You go for what you want. Like they always say, disability is not inability. So I would actually clap for him for taking the initiative. Yeah.
The center is grateful to all persons who in diverse ways supported in getting Jeremiah back to the classroom.
I'm so happy, and it's a joyous moment for myself and my team. At Center for Disability Entrepreneurship and Public Policy, we'd say a big thank you to Joy Learning for discovering Jeremiah. We are so grateful to our System Robotics.
When dreams seem out of reach, hope and perseverance can bring them back into focus with the right support. It is the prayer and hope of many to see Jeremiah achieve his fullest potential and to also give meaning to the adage that disability is indeed not an inability. Irene Adubias reports for Joy Learning.
What an inspiring story. Now, health experts are calling for immediate steps to avert a looming health crisis as non-communicable diseases continue to claim over 94,000 lives annually. Efforts include educating children about healthy eating, increasing healthcare funding, as well as encouraging physical activities to stem the tide of silent epidemic. Emmanuel Jivenu has more.
Conditions like diabetes, hypertension, kidney failure, and cancers are on the rise. Yet efforts to address this growing issue are falling short.
If we don't take immediate action now, by 2030, Ghana will spend $6 billion every year on tackling NCDs.
Professor Gordon Abekan-Nkrumah with the Health Services Management Department of the University of Ghana Business School stressed the importance of aligning the fight against NCDs with the interests of decision makers.
How are we communicating NCDs to the elite who have the power to make decisions when it comes to resource allocation, say the Ministry of Finance, say Cabinet? The way we package this message and carve it around their own incentives in terms of how this determines their electoral fortunes.
The national coordinator of the Ghana NCD Alliance, Labra Musa, also urged President Akufo-Addo to give these chronic diseases a national attention.
One of the recommendations we made to the president, if he can, make non-communicable disease a national concern, within his outfit, we could all see that COVID was virtually taking the lives of people living with non-communicable diseases. So let's have interventions by the presidency, so at least we can have, at least he can do this for probably before he leaves office.
Family physician at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, Dr. Jacqueline Thompson, wants children to be introduced to healthy diets to reduce the exposure to the NCDs.
You have to tell the rich kids to stop eating junk food. Then we have to get the poor kids to have more nutritious food to eat. So when it comes to the school feeding program, why don't we make it such that everybody is exposed to the same thing when they come to school so that they have that? So if we say that this is what we've provided, 2/3 of your meal has to be fruits and vegetables. You don't have any other option. That's what you have to eat. If the unhealthy foods are not available, they'll be forced to eat it.
The health experts have been recommending a number of measures, including increasing healthcare funding, launching public awareness campaigns, and improving access to preventive care.
We need to begin to work together with key stakeholders to drum home the importance of, indulging in a very good habit of eating, doing physical activity. Where we live and work, we need to ensure that we make provision for people to exercise. And we've seen it in some places where they've dedicated a day or two for workers not to use the elevator or lift. You work through. These are little things, but that I can tell you, at the end, you are likely to benefit from it.
There is the need for a concerted effort to avert a health crisis. Emmanuel Jivenu, Joy News.
In less than 12 hours after the running mate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Matthew Opokus apologized for his comments about Ghana's founding father, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. A group of concerned youth in the Western region have rejected the apology, insisting he failed to use the right medium. They threatened to organize a street protest demanding that Dr. Prempeh uses the same medium he used for his initial remarks to render an unreserved apology.
I want to see you, I want to see you,
A group calling itself Concerned Youth of the Western region have rejected the apology rendered by the running mate of the NPP government, Dr. Matthew Opokus, saying it is not the right medium to render his apology. The group is particularly incensed by Dr. Prempeh's comparison of President Akufo-Addo to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and his reference to the former president as your so-called Kwame Nkrumah.
So the youth of Western region reject this kind of apology, and we believe that that has been the DNA of Napo and his group. People believe that, yes, he's a hard-working gentleman. The fact that he's hardworking, he can just get up and insult us anyhow. That is unacceptable. We will not accept that. We believe that Napo should tone down. That is one. Two, and come again and apologize unreservedly for us to know that, yes, but for him to say that that is his opinion. So your opinion is that Kwame Nkrumah is an ordinary person? Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is an ordinary person. That is not the case. No Ghanaian, unless, of course, you have not lived in Ghana before. And even those who do not live in Ghana are even giving reverence to Kwame Nkrumah, the whole of Africa, and even the world. So we believe that what he has said, that is his opinion. We will not accept it. We expect him to come again and let people of Ghana know that, yes, indeed, he's sorrowful and he has repented from what he has said, and he will never stand anywhere and make that derogatory statement about Kwame Nkrumah.
The group also called on the region's revered chiefs to condemn Dr. Prempeh's comments and to honor and defend the legacy of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
So what I would urge all Western regional chiefs to come together and ensure that they will not accept Napo anywhere in their palace until he renders unqualified apology. not this one. That is his personal opinion, and expect that those of us in Western region will give him the chance to come and talk to our chiefs and come and campaign on our soil. Yes, he's a Ghanaian, all right. He has every right to move to any community he wants to move. But for the chief's palace, they can tell you that no, because of this and this and this, we will not allow you to be there. And you know what will be the implication if the chief tells you that I'm not going to allow you to come to my palace? So we believe that Western regional chiefs should come together and also protest strongly against Dr. Matthew Opokus for him to render unqualified apology to the Western region people, youth, and even the people of Western region, and Ghana as a whole, before he's allowed to make his campaign in the Western region.
The youth of the Western region remains vigilant and committed to safeguarding the legacy of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. They vow to continue their efforts until their demands are met. For Joy News, in Athalia Kwanza, Western region.
Well, the NDC has vowed to take the Doma parliamentary seat for the first time since 2004. The constituency has inaugurated 3 working committees as a strategy to turn the tide in their favor. Parliamentary candidate for the area, Elikplim Akurugu, says they're ready to take over. There's more on this report.
Since 2004, the Doma parliamentary seat has been a stronghold for the MPP, consistently won by their candidates. The current MP, Sarah Jasafo, has been a formidable contender, but she will not be on the ticket for the 2024 general elections. On the other hand, the NDC has changed candidates for the past 5 elections, but none have managed to wrest the seat from the MPP. This time, they're determined to succeed, with Elikplim Akurugu leading the charge.
This place has always been the stronghold of the opposition party, and so it's as if they have something, and they have kept that for almost 20 years, and then we are now going to struggle to go for it. And definitely, I describe it as war because it's not going to be an easy battle. I mean, we have to go all out, and not that war in the sense that we are bringing guns or fighting, but strategize, human resource, and the vision will be able to make it.
As a strategy, the party in the constituency inaugurated 3 working committees, one for the youth, another for women, and then another for the Zongo caucus, as a strategy to turn the tide in their favor.
So immediately after the 2020 election, I didn't go to sleep. I was still on the ground, touching base till now. And so on the grounds, there's this assurance that I was not able to get you there, but this time around, I'll come on board and then to vote for you to become the member of parliament because of the vision and then the strategy and all the ideas I'm bringing on board.
Member of the NDC Women's Wing Committee for the Greater Accra region, Hajia Mariam, says the committees are expected to whip up interest for the party.
They should go down in their numbers, both men and women, and the youth. Go from house to house, shops to shops, from the mechanics to the steel benders, to the washing bays, to the car dealers, just name it, to the hairdressers, name all. They should go down massively.
Constituency women organizer Samaratu Sulemana says they are ready to deliver on their mandate.
We, the women, we are going to the ground. We work hard to rescue this seat for NDC this time around.
The battle lines have been drawn between NPP's Michael Okwe Jr. and NDC's Elikplim Akurugu. The people in the constituency will decide their fate in December.
Now to education. Some beneficiaries of the free senior high school policy are calling for a review of the policy. They argue that poor students whose parents cannot afford the fees should be at the focus of the social intervention. Although the nation is sharply divided on the implementation of the policy, 50% of beneficiaries we engaged believed a well-targeted program will reduce the financial burden on government and also improve the quality of education delivered. Here are excerpts from our latest episode of Just Turned 18.
We know that the political parties are putting their manifestos together because the elections is very, very close. Now, we want to know from you guys, your final verdicts. Do you think that this policy should be reviewed? Do you think it should be maintained or abolished? Let's see your verdicts. Please write it on your board. All right, it's time to see your verdicts. Please raise your boards. Okay, so from our board, 37.5 people want this policy to be abolished. 12.5 people want it to be maintained, and the rest of the 50% want it to be reviewed. Now, let me come straight to you, Eugenia. Why do you want this to be abolished?
Abolished in a way that I feel if people are able to pay fees and come to learn, they will take studies more serious. Because during the free SHS, it's like they felt it was free, so they came to misbehave. Okay. Some came and just wanted to pass through the school. But I'm thinking if it's abolished and people pay fees, at least it will bring a better education system, and people will be able to get the good education they want.
It's not helping us. If we're being paid, like if we're paying school fees, though the teachers will have to main teachers, but because it's free, they don't usually come to class on time. They come very late. Sometimes they don't even come at all.
All right. But if it is abolished, don't you think that those whose parents cannot afford it will suffer? Let me come to you, Collins.
Okay. No, their parents won't suffer.
Why?
Because they said free SHS, but we are still owing the school. Okay. As I said earlier, I completed SHS last year and I'm still owing the school. My result has been blocked. That I should pay first before they release it. So it has to be abolished.
All right, all right. All right, now let me come to those who have said reviewed. Let me go straight to you, Genevieve. Why do you want this to be reviewed?
Yeah, I don't want it to be abolished because, and I want it to be reviewed because there has to be changes in the school. Let's say if I'm paying for school fees, a teacher will come and ask me to get out to go and read because I'm not paying, because it's free. So he said I should go and read while others are studying in school. So like it has to be reviewed. Those who come in, those who are coming in part, like they should do something about it so that with those that, like a teacher will come and ask us to get out from the class to go and read whilst lesson is going on. Like it should be stopped.
All right. Now, Victor, why do you think this policy should be reviewed?
Because I said review. The main reason I want my review is that they need to check some things in the school.
What are the things?
Let's take it for instance, the food, the practical place, and that kind of stuff. They need to add some to so that the upcoming ones can benefit more than us.
All right, so he's saying that they should add structures, they should give you quality food, in fact, more food if possible. Is that the same for you? Is that the reason you want it to be reviewed?
Yeah, that's true. And also, as for the practical aspect, since there are not too much equipment, they should see, because it's free, the students are now plenty coming. So if they see that maybe they can't afford for the practical staff, they should know maybe the schedule they will do for the practical staff for the students, so they will also get a chance to get the same time as other people do. Not some people will get the chance to do and others won't get the same chance to do. So as for me, they should review it and check it and bring it up again.
All right. Now let me speak to those who said maintain. Cinderella, you have maintain on your board. Why do you want this policy to be maintained?
Because I want it to maintain so that those who parents cannot afford it, so that they will get the chance or the opportunities for their daughters and sons to complete free SHS.
All right, all right. Genevieve, I also see maintain. Is that the same reason for you?
Yeah. It has to be maintained so that it will release the burden of maybe financial purposes on the parents, and also like not for free education. Many of us wouldn't be able to go to school. And so it has to be maintained and reviewed.
All right. All right. So this has been a very, very insightful conversation. We have spoken to these first-time voters who have told us what their ideal free SHS policy looks like. To them, they want more infrastructure, better food, quality education, more time to be spent in the classroom. And we are hoping that as the political parties are putting their manifestos together, they will hear them and they will put these into consideration and give them what they want.
Well, Kata Senior High School begins quest for dominance in the National Science and Maths quiz this year with an impressive victory in the Volta OT zonal quarterfinal. Katasco won the last quarterfinal contest featuring Sunrise Christian High School and KJB Asatu Senior High School with 72 points, placing them 2 shots away from the trophy. The Eagles from Kata say this is the year for a breakthrough after several attempts.
Are you guys satisfied with the performance of your contestants on stage? 72 points.
Yes, we are highly satisfied. We know that there are only 2 schools, Ketasco and the rest. So we are ready to bring out our best maximum and put up more performances. We are very, very satisfied with the performance of our contestants. We know that there is more coming in the way.
What was the secret for Ketasco?
The secret is that we don't just go there. We go there prepared, and then we have the grace of the Lord behind us. We keep on praying. We keep on studying. Yes, that's...
So you were not surprised at all?
No, it's no surprise.
I'm interested in finding out, does this guarantee the fact that you guys are going to lift the zonal trophy the second time this year?
Of course. Surely, that's for us. We have nothing to win.
This year, 2024, is that the assurance that you will lift the national trophy?
Oh, sure. By the grace of God, we know that our contestants are ready. And we surely do it.
You want to add something?
Yeah. I'm saying I want out to Presec and all those big schools that they are talking. We are ready for them. We are coming. Ketasco is coming. We are on the way.
The fact is that they have always been ready, and they have done that for 8 times. They are ready to do it for the 9th time. Are you ready to match them?
We are very much ready. With God, we can do it.
Prempe is also there.
Oh, we are not afraid. It is just us and the rest. We are not afraid. Oh, we don't talk much. We don't talk much. We just show action.
So this year, you are positive that Ketasco should
win. Winning it. It is coming to the voter.
We cannot place our bet on you.
You can put your bet on us.
What order?
Over 2.5.
You said we can put our lives on it.
Yes, you can put your life on it. Yeah, it's coming to Keta. It's coming live and colored. Voter region. It's coming home. Yes, it's coming home.
Our motto is now or never. So this year, yes, we are flying now or never. So this year we are going for the cup. If you don't go for the cup, then we are not going for it again. So this year, the whole Ghana, we are coming for the cup. It is now or never.
You found the secret that your predecessors couldn't match.
We are more than them. You see, we are more than them.
You found the antidote?
Yes, please. And this year, it is for us. This year is for only one school, which is Ketasco. So this year, we are coming for the trophies. All the trophies, prime time, be there for us. We are coming for all the trophies. All the radios, everything. We are going to give them heat, speed. So lally, now or never. So lally, now or never.
You're still listening to Joy Newsroom. We'll be right back after this break, and we'll head to Tema for the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Please stay. You're welcome back. Now, the biggest housing and construction fair, EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair second clinic, is ongoing at Tema Metropolitan Assembly. The event seeks to create a unique platform for both prospective house owners and real estate companies across Ghana and the sub-region for everything housing. It's been exciting since Friday, and my colleague Carlos Coloni joins me on phone with the latest from the grounds. Carlos, what can you report? Carlos, can you hear me?
The line. Hello, can you hear me too?
I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. Tell us what's happening there.
It's a lot of fun here at the forecourt of the Tema Metropolitan Assembly. A lot of vendors are here with a lot of goodies, a lot of discounts, and as well also customers are trooping in, families are coming in, people are coming to us of roofing sheets, security doors, water storage systems. All of those things are here, and I can tell you the numbers are huge here at the forecourt of the Tema Metropolitan Assembly. Today is day 2 of the second clinic. It started from yesterday. It will go all the way to tomorrow evening. And so all those viewers and listeners around Tema, Pram, Adan, Ashaiman, Toma New Town, Toma itself, Sakumono, Lashibi, Nungwa, all these areas, they are being encouraged to come to the forecourt of the Toma Metropolitan Assembly to get some housing needs, solutions that they need. They're going to get it here. I have with me one of the vendors to share her experience with us starting from yesterday up to today. So we are live on Joy News. Give us your name. You are from Syntex. How has it been for you since yesterday?
Okay, my name is Sabrina, and I'm representing Syntex Ghana. It's been very good, very exciting. I'm personally happy about this fair because we have people chipping in, people are buying, we are making some sales, and I'm encouraging everybody watching us or hearing from us, they should just pass through the Toma Metropolitan Assembly.
Exactly.
We are having a lot of fun here. They should join us and make value for their money because people are giving discounts and all that. They should also come and enjoy this.
Even Syntex is giving discount. This morning we witnessed somebody who came in to buy because of the discount. Tell us about your discount, promo.
All right, so somebody actually chipped in to buy one big tank because of our discount, and we are offering him free delivery services as well outside of the discount. It was good for him, so he's even buying more. So we are expecting good
sales this time around.
Sales, yes.
Okay. So tell us what are some of the discounts you're offering in terms of on your product, the product you have.
All right. So actually, we are doing two things. First, we are giving 5% discount and free delivery. And then the second thing is we are having a raffle draw. We are giving out some new free tanks to people that enters into the draw. It's very simple. You only have to enter your name, your contact, and your location. It's a raffle. We are just dashing out some freebies. People know Syntex for their freebies. So we won't disappoint you. Just pass through, enter your name, and you stand a chance of winning a free tank.
How can they contact you?
You can contact me on 0244 335168. You talk to me myself. My name is Sabrina.
And what will your office location for those watching us?
We are on the Princess Road, Cylinder Junction to be precise.
All right. So, Mamie, that's an excited exhibitor here at the forecourt of the Toma Metropolitan Assembly, where the Joy News, EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is happening. So viewers who live around this enclave can just drive to the Community 1 to be precise. That's where the fair is, and they can equally take advantage of all the discounts being offered by all the exhibitors here at the forecourt of the TMA. Mamie.
Thank you very much, and that's my colleague Carlos Caloni at the Joy News EcoBank Habitat Fair ongoing at the Toma Metropolitan Assembly. And as you heard, there are exciting packages. Do make your way there if you're watching us, and we'll certainly take you there in subsequent bulletins and as well as our programming to exhibit what is happening there. Now, moving on, there's approximately one anesthetist for every 30,000 people in Ghana. With such a low number relative to the population, access to quality anesthesia and medical care, especially in emergencies and surgeries, are a threat to lives and a strain on professionals. Anesthetists across Ghana are accessing training in the essentials of obstetric anesthesia to be able to train others to improve mortality and anesthetic care. Here's more in this report by Clinton Yeboah.
Anesthetists play an important role in care of mothers during childbirth, providing anesthesia for cesarean section, operative delivery, resuscitation of critically ill mothers and newborns, and provision of safe analgesia in labor. Worldwide, 15% of all births result in complications, and poor practice of anesthesia can result in death. Childbirth complications partly account for 75% of maternal deaths in Ghana. However, there are few anesthetists in Ghanaian hospitals to provide up to standard anesthesia care. Irene Wolf of Focus Hospital is the Vice President of the Ghana Anesthesiologist Society.
We are not enough at all. In a population of 30,000, we are not even up to 500 doctor anesthetists. So the ratios are not good. And especially it's even smaller for those who can anesthetize children. So what we want to do is to increase the number that can anesthetize these children, and also the pregnant women, because they also have unique sets of problems, and the mortality rate there is high.
The Association of Anaesthetists of Great Britain and Ireland and the World Federation of Societies of Anesthesiologists are supporting the Safe Obstetric Anesthesia course to improve the care of mothers and children throughout the world. The Train the Trainers course, supported by Smile Train, has assembled doctor anaesthetists from health facilities across the country. General Secretary of the Ghana Anesthesiologists Society, Dr. Moses Frimpong, is confident the training will reduce mortality of mother and child.
And when mothers are dying, at the time just before they die, they are critically ill, and you need anesthesia practitioners properly trained to manage these critically ill people. And once we get them trained, then you can salvage a lot more of these mothers who die just before critical illness. And if you look at it in the urban centers, the mortality is better. But the challenge has been the peri-urban and rural areas. So now that we have trainers in this country, we are going to roll out this course to anesthesia providers across the country. And in fact,
Adele King of the World Federation of Societies of Anesthesiologists says these modules are flexible to accommodate geographical variation in pathology and cater to participants with varying work experience and training backgrounds.
Initially, I applied to the association to get a grant in order for this training to happen. So we raised some money in order to provide equipment, in order to allow the participants and everything to come. And then I supported the guys. These were the guys who locally on the ground made all of the arrangements, but I helped guide them through how to run the course and advise them along the way. And essentially my role has been like coordinating the safe running of the course as we're going through.
Clinton Yeboah's reports for Joy News.
And that's all we have on this edition of Joy Newsroom. There's more news on myjoyonline.com. I am Amir Sinyamiche Thompson. Please stay for the remainder of our programs.